This is Hello World tutorial number 11, and this is going to show you how to create a template tag, which will create a master template around everything that we've already created in earlier Hello World tutorials. It will also show you how to create attributes and create sub-elements, both HTML render sub-elements and also potentially script elements. The usage of this template tag will be shown along with passing content and passing information to the title attribute. Let's start off by going into the file manager. I'm going to click on the test file and create a new commit set. We'll call this HW11. Select that and let's edit it. Now first and foremost, let's create this master template. So this is a web part HR using the name master template. We're going to add some attributes here to create the title. Title type is string, view state is store, and we're not going to require it. Let's stop there. Let's add this. Save the changes. And you'll notice you have the master template. So now, once we're in the master template, I want to add some sub-elements, and I'll show you how these sub-elements will be later used. Sub-elements, the header, and this is the with a attribute type. This is important. HTML render. And you're going to notice I'm going to have the header, the content, and the footer as three different sub-elements. Let me go ahead and add those. Save. And you'll quickly notice that now I have the sub-elements as well defined. Now finally I'm going to add the HTML render for this web part, which is simple as HTML renders default, and let's go ahead and add that. Save it. Now we have the HTML renders as well. Let's go into this HTML render and let's add some of the rendering code. Now, first of all, let's talk about the title. Let's add some code. If title does not equal this, then we are going to output the title in code, and we're going to end if. Let's just add this to see how it looks. It seems like there's some problems with this code. I'm going to bump this up, and I think that should do it. Seems like we have some problems with this code. So for simplicity, I'm going to remove the dot, and we're going to try this out. Okay, we have some problems with this code. So let's remove this, and I'm just going to add the title. Okay, now since we have the title added, I'm going to edit the code. Title in code, and I'm doing a little bit of manual editing here. Save, and there we go. Now we got the title printed out. After this, let's print out the headers. Hopefully this will go a little smoother. If header, which is the sub-element, is not nothing, this means that it was actually passed when applied, then render the content, use the output after. There we go. Now we have the header. And what we're also going to do is change this up just a little bit. Let's close this so that we can put a break in between as well. There we go. Now let's add the content. If content is not nothing, then content dot render output, and then we're going to put a break, and then we're going to finish it off with an end if. Let's see if this works. Should. There we go. That's the content. Now let's add the footer. If footer is not nothing, footer.render output, break, and if, and now we have the footer. The reason why we have to pass the output variable is it has some special system syntax, so let's just simply pass it for the time being. Save the changes, and we have our template made. Now, how are we going to apply this? Let's go to the main web page, body. I'm going to apply it right here, and here's how I'm going to do it. Add. Let's put it before this. Dot master template ev master. Then I'm going to pass the title property, which we're going to call it the movie database application, and this will be passed every time it's rendered because I didn't use the att_. Now I'm going to pass some content. I'm going to leave the content blank because the content is really going to be a cut and a paste. Cut that and a paste into. There's the content. So now we've created the template around. Let's save the changes, and we are going to rebuild. Okay, so now you see the movie database application, and since everything is being shown within the template, you'll always see the title at the top. This concludes tutorial Hello World number 11.